Hi, my name is Barry Corless, Business Development Director for Best Practice here at Global Knowledge in the UK. Best Practice actually includes much of Axelos's portfolio, ITIL, Prince, etc. In that Best Practice arena, I've been designing education programs, lecturing and consulting for about 15 years now, but ITIL's my first love. I was version 2 Chief Examiner. I've been Chair of ITSM UK. I'm an examiner for this ITIL Practitioner course, and I've actually just finished writing our own version of the ITIL Practitioner course. Before that, I spent about 15 years at the coalface for a UK government agency, a major retailer, and a global IT service provider. So I guess you could say I've been around a little bit. Today I'm going to look at the roles and challenges in the operations and service operations space and the training benefits that can be gained from the 3 core competencies and 9 guiding principles of ITIL Practitioner. First thing we're going to look at are some of the unique challenges that face people in the service operation and operations arena when trying to improve. Take, for example, the service desk manager. They've got to improve and keep the organization running and maintain that first-time fix rate and keep customer satisfaction high and there just aren't enough hours in the day for them. The tech support team and tech support manager finds it's impossible to juggle all of their project work and improvement work with support work without some sort of prioritization. To those network engineers who've got no time to worry about service improvement with so many technology advances to keep up to date with. To the problem manager who becomes hugely frustrated when the whole support function's fixated with incident management, reboot it, rather than trying to find underlying cause and permanent fixes. And finally, the operations director who's absolutely bewildered at how they're expected to improve on a smaller budget, and find somebody with time to lead it. What they need to know is how to improve. What skills do they need? Where can they get that practical guidance? Hopefully, over the next few minutes or so, we'll see how the ITIL Practitioner can help you do that. A large part of the training in ITIL Practitioner covers 3 core competencies, namely measurement and metrics, communication, and organizational change management. Here, I've got quotes that I've experienced and have been relayed to me through my career in service management around these 3 areas. And what we'll see is how, hopefully, the ITIL Practitioner will help us. First one concerns measurement and metrics. What the support teams are measured on doesn't reflect the job we do or the value we add to our organization. This was brought home to me recently in one particular organization where their SLAs, effectively the way they were being measured and the metrics that they were using to measure their performance, actually didn't do that. To boot, their customers didn't understand what the SLAs were actually telling them either, so it was even worse in some ways. And what metrics and measurement and metrics focuses on in the course is how they can actually help you with a balanced view of achievement. So there are lots of different ways in the course of implementing metrics, lots of different ways of balancing them. So you'll learn about inside out and outside in and all of those different types of measurements that you can use. Second up is communication on there. And this is one where a service desk manager said to me, it's ironic that the service desk has such a large communication role with the customer, yet we are the last to receive information related to changes affecting us. The great thing about communication in the course is that we focus on the who side of communication, who actually delivers it, who's the communication to. When do we communicate to them? Right the way through the initiative. Do we need to communicate more at the start, more at the end? How do we communicate? What's the purpose of that communication? What's the actual message in the communication? What medium do we use to deliver the communication? All of those things that go wrong so often in service improvement initiatives are dealt with within that communication topic on the course. And the final one there, organizational change management. That's an interesting one because it covers off things like stakeholder management, resistance management, and the one that I focused on here is around training, and this particular quote. Whenever we try to improve the training the service desk gets, it's never at the right time. It's never in the right format, and it always seems to be aimed at addressing other teams' needs and not ours. What we do in organisational change management part of the course is look at the whole training needs analysis area. We look at training needs from a team point of view, but also from the individual's point of view. We look at different delivery formats. We look at timing of training. We look at feedback. So there's a whole host of things in there that can certainly help us as part of an implementation. And as a colleague of mine says, then whenever humans are involved, then it's particularly important that we do look at the training side of things and getting them more involved. My final slide covers the 9 guiding principles of ITIL Practitioner and how they're going to help you. And the course focuses on each one of these and focuses on them right the way through the course. It's going to help you to focus on value, ensuring that when you do improve, it's actually noticed by your customer. You actually understand the value that the improvement means to them, not necessarily just yourselves. By learning how to design for experience, it's going to allow us to better understand how your improvement impacts customers' journey through the service. It'll help you to reduce rework as well by getting that right first time. Starting where you are is an important concept in the course. It helps you to enhance many of your existing good practices instead of wasting more time reinventing the wheel. I know from experience that certainly practitioners and people within the operations arena are doing many things very, very well. It's just sometimes they'll need that little bit of extra help. So let's not reinvent that wheel. We'll also teach you how to work holistically. That means the skills, the process, the technology are all planned together in any improvement. You don't waste time and energy making a process fit a tool set. You don't waste time and energy learning unnecessarily skills or indeed performing parts of processes that add no value. An approach where we progress iteratively allows us to improve but still do the day job. You'll wait a long time for perfection, so implementing improvements when they're ready is a key learning point. Learning the importance of observing directly ensures that improvements are made after fully understanding and actually seeing firsthand the issues that service desk support and operations teams are actually having. It may be that tool set is unusable, or implementing the process in that way, or trying to meet the SLA, but it's actually about going there and seeing it firsthand. The course is also going to help you to understand how keeping it simple reduces the workload for improvement. It also makes those improvements far easier to embed and sustain. I've seen far too many ITIL-based implementations and service improvements where they've been grossly over-engineered as people have tried to follow ITIL by the book. You'll discover why collaboration between stakeholders makes final solutions way more effective, more efficient, and what everybody actually agreed to, because we're going to correctly set expectations that have been properly managed. Finally, and perhaps most important, where humans are involved, is becoming aware of the importance of transparency as part of an implementation and an improvement. That means support teams actually understand why improvements are taking place. A better informed support team will more readily support any improvement initiative once they actually know what's in it for them. So now we've seen how the 9 guiding principles and 3 core competencies can actually help. We at GK believe, and as Axelos do, that even experienced service management practitioners, even ITIL experts, maybe will learn something from the course and get those go faster stripes to help them through a particular initiative. Even if you're part way through your ITIL journey and want to know about how the framework to implement what you've learned so far, perhaps in life cycle or capability courses, can help you, then this is an ideal course for you. Or if you're just through foundation and want to know something more, then again, the course is still valuable. In fact, I would say that there's something in it for everybody. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that we'll see you soon on an ITIL Practitioner course.